Welcome everybody. This video is sponsored by John Deere. Just kidding, they don't even know I exist. One of the last videos I had, I was talking about our camper and talking about it was for sale and that I had somebody coming to look at it and then they bought it. They're coming today to pick it up. So I'm heading out back to the place in the country here so to meet them so they can pick it up, and camper's gonna go bye-bye. So we'll show you just a quick little bit of footage of that at the beginning of this video. Okay, we just got out to the land. You know the drill. Every time. Oop. While I'm waiting for my camper buyer to show up, I thought I would show you what I like to feed my deer out in my trees here. It's called the Trophy Deer Block Apple Flavored Attractant Block. I don't really use it so much as an attractant as much as well, I guess kind of, because I like watching them. I got a camera out in the trees, and maybe I can include a couple snapshots of that out here, but it's kind of fun watching them. It's illegal to bait deer in South Dakota, especially during hunting season, but I like putting this out on the off season just to kind of watch some deer and see them eating. And I don't know what it is exactly. It's a corn mixture with who knows what all, protein and everything else, but boy, they sure seem to like it. So well, there she goes. Got her sold, going to her new home. Kind of a sad day around here, but I'm glad somebody's going to be able to use it, so it'll be happy, and we'll be happy. See you later, buddy. Hey, everybody. It's the next weekend, and back out here at the ranch. We are going to go collect some cards out of our trail cams. Yeah, let's see. So I put the deer blocks out, and the deer have been loving that, especially the salt stuff. They're really scratching at the ground there. So we might stop and take a peek at that too, because that's pretty interesting. So we're coming up on the first camera. We're going to swap the disc out of that one, which is actually right by where I have the deer stuff. Oh, and there's actually a pheasant standing there right now. Let's shut this down. I don't know if you can see him in there, but he's sneaking through the trees. Oh, there goes a hen, and there goes the rooster. Oh, there goes another hen. Wow, that's exciting. All right, well, let's walk down here where I got the salt block and the deer block. See what those are looking like after they've been out here a week. All right, so let's see. There's quite an old one that I put out. I actually had that one sitting in my building since last year, so that one might be a little stale. Here's the one I put out last weekend that you saw in the back of the Ranger. So that's the one that's been there about a week, and you can see that's gotten a little, whoops, hang on. Yeah, you can see that's gotten a little bit of activity on it. They've been chewing on it. And then, let's see, right over here is the salt block. And it's pretty interesting. I don't think they lick on it directly. I mean, maybe they do some, but you can see the ground around here is all like completely covered in grass and leaves and whatever. But then when you get over by the deer block or the salt block that I just put down, it's all bare dirt. And I've seen them on camera scratching at this with their paws and then licking that dirt actually. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. The camera that I've been capturing all these deer on is up in this tree right over here. So That's a Reolink camera. I'll probably do another video on these things here down the road, but that'd be another good topic. They're solar powered Reolink cameras. All right, let's go back here to where we got the trail cam. Using my Ranger here. It's a great utility vehicle. There's one of my little stock ponds that's in the back of my land, and fortunately the dogs are scaring all the geese and ducks off, but there are quite a few ducks and geese swimming on there just a second ago. Signs of spring. All right, the next trail cam we got to change out is just right up the hill. I don't know if you can see it. It's just right up off the hill to the right there. There's a no hunting sign, and it's just to the left of that. That's the one we're going to change next. Well, I just came up to the next trail cam. It's located on a bit of a hill, and look what I see over here. There looks like there's a big grass fire. I'm in a county it's pretty dry, and they have a burn ban on right now. And just for that reason, because it's so dry out here, we haven't gotten much rain. We got a little bit of rain last weekend, but probably half an inch or less, and it's already dry. And yeah, it looks like there's a pretty good grass fire going over there. Hope somebody called it in. It's probably at least 3 or 4 miles away from me. I just looked through my binoculars. I don't see any red lights over there or anything, but I'm more kind of on the backwind side of it where you wouldn't be able to see them anyway. So I'm sure by now somebody's called that in, because it looks like it's been going for a while. So they're probably already out there fighting that, but I don't know, debating whether I should call that in or not. I certainly don't want it to come this way. Well, I think we got all of our SD cards changed out. We're gonna head back and drop off the card reader, and then I think we're just gonna take a little ride around the property and run the dogs a little bit, get them a little bit pooped out. And of course, it's not one dog that does it, they all do it. So it looks like we ended up going to the swimming pool or something. Now I got a bunch of wet pond dog stinky smell going on here. Wow, would you just look how pretty it got out here this afternoon? The sky is so beautiful. We got not a whole lot of wind. It's cool, but the sun is warm. It's really gotten to be a nice day. Yeah, let's take a little ride around the property here a minute. Goes our dog buddies, except for Chloe. She's the oldest, she's smart, she's in the front seat riding by me here. So I've mentioned in previous videos that this used to be a gravel pit, and that's how we ended up with this big berm that I'm driving on right now. This is all the top soil that they removed to get to the gravel, which is now a pond. And so this is about a 4-acre pond that I've got. It goes down to about 16, 18 feet depending on the year, and how much rain we've had. But it's a really nice pond. And then I have another pond just south of here that's closer to the building. You've probably seen that on other videos. That's about 2 acres. That one's also about the same depth, just a little smaller. We've stocked largemouth bass, bluegill, and perch in both ponds, but we've also caught crappie out of them and catfish. So wherever those came from, who knows? But so we're making our own nice little hobby fishery here, and it's a pretty fun place to come out and just hobby place. And it's only takes us about 30 minutes to get out here from our home in town. So it's a really nice little vacation spot. The downside of all the gravel pits being around here there's still a lot of ag land. And then this swampy area you see, there's actually a ditch, or like a drainage ditch that flows for miles through this county. And that comes across our land right here. And that's what you're looking at over here with all the swampland. But because we have all this gravel around here, we also have a lot of gravel pits. So that's my next door neighbor. That's the guy that owns that is who I'm trying to buy the 21 acres from. That's just to the east of my place. But they're working that quite often. I would say eventually, once they get that all mined out, there's going to be a bunch of ponds around here, and it's going to be pretty good for wildlife. But it's going to probably take them several years until they get all that done. Oh, there goes another pheasant. So this is the land that we're buying from my next door neighbor. Everything you see that's all grassy, there's trees and those, they look like pine trees. In South Dakota, they're actually called cedar trees, the type of trees that they are. But that's the land we're buying from my neighbor, and then you can see the building off in the distance over there. So this is the 40 acres that we own right now. And then once we get the rest of this wildlife land, which will protect it and keep it from ever getting mined out for gravel. So we'll continue to maintain the pheasants and ducks, geese, deer, all that stuff. Once we get that bought from our neighbor, then we'll have 61 acres out here. And then just on the other side of that is the big pond that I was just showing you before. And there's the Ranger, there's my busted up dock because my South Dakota wind got my brand new 1-year-old dock and totally flipped it, ruined it, bent it all up. So there goes about $10,000, unfortunately. So we'll have to come up with a new solution for that. But wow, what a beautiful day out here. All right, well, like I've mentioned before, we are on a nice highway here, hardtop highway. Has advantages and disadvantages. The advantage is you're not on a gravel road. Disadvantage is a little bit of traffic, but yeah, at least it's kind of a nice place to be. So we're at the north end of our property right now, up by the highway. Got my next door neighbor's house and shed that he's got right over here. Nice people, get along with them really well. All right, now we're coming back down our driveway. You can probably see our building on from the distance. And then if you've watched a video that I had before about installing the motion sensors on my driveway, you probably have seen this view before a little bit. Yeah, it looks like the old dogs are having fun running. That's good. Oh, and there comes my dogs. Come on, let's go! Yoo-hoo! There we go, let's go, let's go! All right, and here's my other pond that's closer to the building. Now you can see the building over there. So this is the pond that's about 2 acres, and that's just located a little further south than the big pond, which is kind of right over in that direction. So this is about, like I say, about 2 acres. Actually, oddly enough, both of these ponds are stocked exactly the same with the bluegill, perch, and largemouth bass. But for some reason, this pond seems to be a little bit better for fishing. The fish in here like to... The fish in here are just a tad more cooperative for some reason. And you probably just saw those dogs running out of there. All right, time to head back to the building. All right, just a little further down the road There's another one of those berms that's the surface dirt that they piled up so they could mine that small pond. And then there's our building off in the distance. I do have a small handgun range set up, if you can see those targets there. It's kind of a nice little grassy area right out over here. So we usually will, well, it's about 20, 25 yards that we can just shoot some handguns down here. And then got the building off in the distance, a nice big open grassy area. And my son parks his camper right up ahead there. We've got a beach, a dock, and a boat ramp. I can show you all that when we get up there. All right, so this is where my son parks his camper. It's where we used to park the camper that we had that I just showed how we sold it. So it used to be parked right there. I put a electrical, like a camper electrical post in and water. There's no sewer hookup, but you'd have electrical and water over here. So we got a nice parking spot. My son just bought a camper and then got it out here last weekend, and then it needed some work done to it. So he brought it back to the dealership that he bought it from. They're gonna fix that stuff. But then right off of that, we got our building over there. And then we've got small pond is located really close. So when you got your camper parked there, you got a nice view. We got some firewood, chairs, firewood pit, a nice deck here to sit on the beach. I've hauled in a bunch of nice beach sand. There's our pond. You can jump in and go swimming. There's our dock, which needs to be fixed a little bit. You can see it's sitting a little goofy because one of the, it's a floating dock. One of those dock pieces obviously has a hole in it, took on water. So been working with the dock company. They're gonna come and fix that here in another week or two. And then I got a boat ramp that I built up over there. So that's where we launch our little boat. And of course the flagpole. Hey, thanks for joining us on Tractors, Land, and Shop Time again today. I think we're gonna end this video right here. I'm sorry if I'm squinting a little bit. Sun is shining pretty much right in my eyes, but boy, it's really got nice out here today. I'm excited that spring is coming and we're gonna get to spend more time out here. So, hey, if you like this stuff, we'd love to have you join us out here. Please subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know when we post more content. Like this video, and why am I saying that, all that? It sounds like I'm a beggar, but hey, just like and subscribe. Join us for more. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.